and welcome in, everybody. Don't know if this is the Auburn Undercover podcast, Auburn Undercover YouTube channel. I do know it's that. Don't know what we're going to do with this exactly.
A little emergency, not emergency. Well, that breaking news podcast.
Yeah, felt like we need to get something put up for y'all to be able to watch and listen to after Hugh Freeze's press conference on Monday, an eventful one. Most notably that Auburn is down a running back, down a team captain, as Damari Alston is no longer with the football team.
Yeah, no, obviously, you look at it, look in this day and age, with NIL, with everything that's going on, this is essentially turned into pro football, quasi-NFL football, whatever it is. So you're looking, Damari didn't play in a couple of games early in the season. You're 6 game in. The next game you play would burn a red shirt. So I think this system has forced guys into doing some of these things. And so looking at, and I can see both sides of the equation here. So that's neither here nor there. We're talking about on the field, how this impacts Auburn now. When you look at it, Christian, obviously Jeremiah Cobb's been kind of the starter anyway, so it won't impact you there. Where it does impact you is next man up mentality, as Hugh Freeze said. What do you do after, Damari Alston? And I think you feel okay in the running game. You go, just what do you do in third down pass pro? Because that was really his strength. That's what he did. That's the question mark now for this team, is kind of how do you fill in these roles? I think we know we'll see Omar Mapson in a run game mentality, probably the next guy up.
Yeah, he should be the next guy. As you mentioned, Damari kind of got the year going as the starter. I would say he was the starter against Baylor. From that point on, obviously gets injured. Jeremiah Cobb kind of takes over the lead role.
Yep.
Still, it was a still pretty even split in terms of snaps and who was kind of getting out there. But Jeremiah has been the primary guy there at running back.
Yep.
Obviously, the third guy that they were counting on going into the year, or the guy that they thought would be that third
Correct.
guy, Darrell Robinson, the transfer from UConn, banged up a little bit to start the year, and then after the Ball State game has that weird
compartment syndrome.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So we haven't seen him. Now we've seen he did do some running, I guess, this morning, as Hugh Freeze said. Well, we've seen him kind of back out there. He's smiling. He looks good. The question is, how much could you count on him, even if he's healthy?
It seems like he's a couple weeks away still, probably. And then at that point, there was a period where he was out, so it would take some conditioning and getting back fully into football shape, which is what he's doing now, running. But you can't simulate playing in a game. So it's a heavy dose of Omar Mapson there as that RB2. You probably feel pretty good or pretty glad, I guess, that Omar got some of those early reps.
Correct.
Obviously a guy that should be in high school right now, reclassified from the 2026 class there at Auburn High, graduated early now with Auburn football instead of Auburn High School.
Correct.
And then behind them, earlier this year, it was Justin Jones that was ahead of Alvin Henderson.
Yeah.
Justin Jones, a walk-on, was on scholarship last year. Not sure if he's still on scholarship, kind of one of those fringe guys that if you have a scholarship available, he's one of those top walk-ons that gets a spot.
Yeah.
Alvin Henderson, the true freshman, really mainly been working on scout team, but Hugh Freeze did name drop him on Monday and said, look, next man up, these guys are going to have to get ready, so maybe this is his chance to get off of scout team and start playing a little bit more as well.
I could see Justin Jones being the third down guy. He's a bigger physical guy, especially pass protection areas. He catches the ball well. I could see him being the third down type back for this team right now, especially from a protection standpoint. Alvin's an interesting one because we know he can run it. He gives you a little bit more shiftiness maybe than the other guys. I think Omar's physicality, see a little bit more of him this weekend, but obviously Jeremiah Cobb, it could be a situation where he goes from 12, 13 to 18, 19 carries, get a little bit more work for him, and it gives you another opportunity to maybe pop one. So it's kind of the thought process on where Auburn goes now without Damari Alston.
And the biggest thing, one last quick note that I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. You mentioned it, Damari was the best guy in terms of pass pro, and it wasn't particularly close there, running back. He did a fantastic job there. Jeremiah had struggles, has gotten better at that position. Omar earlier in the season, I feel like I'm not making this up, where Hugh Freeze said, look, that's a situation where he needs to get better. That's just something that happens, a true freshman coming in. So it's even more paramount for the Auburn offense moving forward. You got to try and stay out of those third and longs, those obvious passing down situations, because those are the opportunities where a running back is chipping, a running back is staying in to pick up a linebacker, whatnot. And now that you don't have Damari Alston, you're down your main guy there that you're really counting on in those positions.
Absolutely, definitely staying ahead of the chains becomes even more vital for this Auburn offense for sure.
Yeah, so appreciate everyone tuning in here at the Auburn Undercover YouTube channel.